Erica Kirk banned from a European country for trafficking children? Well, that's what some people are saying on social media. You can see a couple of the posts here.
My understanding is the orphanage that she had and that she ran in Romania, where children came up missing and it got accused, the whole orphanage got accused.
Erica Kirk's past in Romania was always the one chapter no one was allowed to touch. But now that silence is cracked. A former employee from the Romanian orphanage has finally come forward, claiming that Erica didn't just hide documents. She allegedly ordered staff to burn them. These weren't random files. According to the employee, they were records that could directly link Erica to decisions she spent years denying: missing children, forced adoptions, and suspicious donors. What makes this even more unsettling is the claim that the burning didn't happen quietly or just once. It was done deliberately, under pressure, and with clear instructions, suggesting someone was trying to erase the paper trail completely. The question now is, why was Erica's orphanage history systematically covered up? And why did no one speak out until now?
Yeah, there have been some suspicions and allegations that this organization may or may not have been linked to some that took place with some U.S. military personnel in nearby NATO.
So, as most of you probably know, every time questions came up about Erica's orphanage, Romanian Angels, the conversation shut down fast. No records, no former staff, no paper trail. And that always rubbed people the wrong way. Because with Erica, there always seemed to be pieces of the truth missing. That's why, when this former employee finally spoke up, people paid attention. Not because he was saying anything people had already speculated about, but because he spoke with the conviction of someone who had actually seen it all happen. The first thing the employee mentioned was the photos from that era, and that stopped people in their tracks. Those photos have resurfaced multiple times since discussions about Erica picked up again. Yet when people search Erica's name alongside the orphanage, none of the images that appear are the children or anything directly tied to the orphanage itself. While that could be dismissed as the algorithm doing its thing, the fact that the first 20 images show nothing related to the orphanage, despite those photos being publicly available, sends a clear message. Someone doesn't want people digging into this, and a serious effort appears to have been made to scrub much of it from the internet. Even when you dig deep enough to find the photos, they tell a very different story from the one Erica always presented. She has long portrayed the Romanian Angels Project as a purely selfless act, something she did simply because she loved children. But looking at those images, it felt more like optics than care. Insiders described the orphanage as functioning almost like a photo backdrop, with Erica swooping in for pictures while others handled the real work. As this information came out, people began taking a closer look at the contradictions in Erica's story and the more unsettling connections surrounding the orphanage. This is where the story stops being about one former employee and starts looking like a pattern that's been forming for years. As many of you know, Erica didn't just stumble into powerful circles later in life. Long before Charlie, she already had access most people never get. Her parents, Kent France and Lori Lane France, worked in or owned companies closely linked to major U.S. government organizations. That kind of background doesn't just provide connections. It teaches you how systems operate, how oversight can be avoided, and how problems quietly disappear. So when Erica later placed herself in spaces built around power and image, it didn't come out of nowhere. Competing as Miss Arizona in the Trump-owned Miss USA pageant put her directly inside an ecosystem shaped by elite access, donor money, and closed-door relationships. And that matters here. The pageant wasn't just owned by Trump. It was staffed, sponsored, and socially reinforced by his inner circle. With what's now publicly known about how figures like Epstein operated within those same elite networks, people started asking an uncomfortable question. What role did Erica really play inside that world?
Just a reminder that it's been nearly 7 years since Jeffrey Epstein was arrested for minors, and to this day, not a single one of his clients, the people he was to, have been arrested or charged with anything at all.
As y'all know, Epstein didn't operate alone. It's been widely reported that he relied on modeling agencies, casting pipelines, and international recruitment networks to bring in young girls under the guise of opportunity.
We had a lot of ties to model agencies, that had a lot of Eastern European. They scouted Eastern European girls, placed them in Paris. And through that agency, Jean-Luc Brunel, I mean, a lot of people know about him. Through that agency, he would send these girls.
And this is where Erica's orphanage re-enters the picture in a way that makes people uneasy.
Here's a revised version with corrected grammar, clearer flow, and a more controlled, serious tone without changing the core meaning. And this is where Erica's orphanage re-enters the picture in a way that makes people uneasy. When you place an international orphanage, one housing vulnerable children, operating with loose documentation and foreign transfers, inside a network already known for access and mobility, the optics change completely. Suddenly, the question isn't just what the orphanage did, it's who it served, and why records connected to it needed to disappear. This is where the former employee's testimony becomes especially disturbing. Many of you have probably heard the rumors about Romanian angels being used as a front for a trafficking operation. This employee believes that may be why Erica allegedly ordered the deletion of every document that could trace that side of the orphanage back to her. According to insiders, children from the orphanage were allegedly sent to families in Europe and Asia without proper documentation. Some of these children weren't even orphans, just kids whose parents were struggling and needed temporary help. Instead, they were reportedly taken from their families and placed with strangers in foreign countries. Beneath all of that is an even darker allegation that some children were sent to powerful men, including figures like Epstein, and exploited as disposable party favors for wealthy elites. The timing of these claims resurfacing, just as Erica was reportedly preparing to reshape her public story after Charlie's death, has only intensified suspicion. It's also important to note why people believe Erica could have been connected to this world in the first place. While living in New York, she also worked in modeling and casting, industries that have long been scrutinized for exploitation when oversight disappears. But what's truly setting off alarm bells is this. Not a single person who worked alongside Erica at the orphanage has publicly stepped forward to dispute these claims. No caretakers, no administrators, no volunteers, nothing. For an organization that supposedly employed dozens of people over the years, that level of silence doesn't happen by accident. Even the employee who did come forward chose to remain anonymous, despite claiming first-hand involvement. That detail matters, because every layer of silence leads back to the same accusation, that critical documents were deliberately destroyed. If those records never existed, there would be nothing to hide and no reason for everyone connected to the orphanage to vanish at once. This is where the story shifts from internet speculation into something far heavier. Insiders say families connected to the orphanage have quietly begun comparing notes, timelines that don't match, missing paperwork, unexplained transfers, children who were never returned. That kind of coordination doesn't happen for headlines. It happens when people are preparing to become lawyers. So when a phrase class action starts circulating behind closed doors in connection with Erica's orphanage, the entire temperature of the story changes. At that point, it stops being about an old scandal resurfacing. It becomes about whether enough people were harmed in the same way to force the truth out in a courtroom, with or without the records Erica allegedly tried to erase.
What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now? Stop.
Now here's where everything flips. It turns out the real reason Erica has been so focused on controlling the narrative over the past few weeks is because she already knows something is coming. Something that could completely destroy her carefully curated image. And it has everything to do with the Romanian government. According to reports, Erica is now under investigation by Romanian authorities for the way she ran the orphanage. Insiders claim words like trafficking and conspiracy are being used by investigators to describe her actions. In fact, it's believed Romania has placed Erica on a no-fly list pending the outcome of the investigation. If true, that would explain why Erica still hasn't directly addressed any of the accusations surrounding the orphanage, even though she's responded to nearly every other claim made about her since Charlie's death. As if that weren't bad enough, Erica has reportedly just launched yet another orphanage in Charlie's honor, all while being investigated for missing children tied to the previous one. Between the Trump connections, the missing documents, and the sudden creation of a new orphanage, her silence is starting to look less accidental and more calculated. What makes this even more serious is that if the Romanian investigation is real, this is no longer about online speculation. It's about records that no longer exist, children who can't be accounted for, and witnesses who are too afraid to put their names on the record. Because if Erica truly believed she had done nothing wrong, there would have been no reason to erase a paper trail so aggressively, no reason to pressure staff, no reason for everyone connected to that orphanage to disappear at the same time. Now, everyone is asking the same question. If Erica really burned those documents back then, what exactly is left that investigators haven't found yet?